Hello. There you go. Everything reset on my desk. There's this. Movie stream is up and running, but I do have my voice commands that they're a little glitchy, so I'm gonna be turning them off. They were gonna be nice or cute, but every time I say anything with the that starts with a D or a H or an S, thinks I'm saying the word, so I'm just gonna turn it off for today. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day, or Galentine's Day. However you guys like to celebrate it today. Stuff all around. My husband helped me put in a new light on the bottom of my desk or on the edges of my desk. So now I have more light, but I don't think my default state has the light bar on it yet. Default studio. I was like, where's my... It's right there. Right? Yeah, it should be on. This gives me a little more light from below. Why are you not? Move you over here. Test. There we go. Done. Refresh. I need to reset. My YouTube isn't. Restart. There we go. Now my YouTube has Lumia Stream. I'm looking at my monitor. But I am using the new Art of Love Tarot deck for Valentine's Day. Again, something my hubby got me. But I did do a, well, I'm in the middle of editing the video of the flip through of all the cards. This deck has, instead of the regular sword, wand, cups, heart, or cups and pentacles, it has hearts, angels, stars, and trees. Also, some of the major arcana are different too. So I usually put myself a little sticky note of what the cards and the new ones are. Yeah. Look at this really big book. The art style is very whimsigoth, which is pretty cool. So okay, yeah, angels are swords, hearts are cups, trees are pentacles, and stars are wands. With this deck, they still have pages, knights, queens, and kings. That's still the same, but for the major, instead of the full, it's the beginning. Magicians, high priestess, empress, same. Emperor. The teacher is instead of the empress, it's the, no, the teacher instead of the hierophant, I believe. Lovers. The path. Oh, yeah. Oh, the path I think is the chariot. Yes. The force is strength. The retreat is the hermit. The wheel is the wheel of fortune. The divine order is justice. The turnaround is the hangman. The release is death. The acceptance is temperance. The shadow is the devil. The ego is the tower. Stars the same. Moon, sun, same. The awakening is judgment. The universe is the world. Still need to look at my references when I read that one, though. I'll put my little sticky note on there. Ooh, speaking of what to play, I actually got to the second phase of No Man's Sky yesterday. I got to the second part of it. There's 5 parts to the expedition, which is going to be like 6 months long. I would just set in the default. Yeah, Lumia Stream is still working out the bugs. But okay. You always I we took everything out of our off the desks and then did the lighting and then put it back in. So even though it's pretty close to the same thing, there's certain places that are different. Like my little thing of pins. Bit of it. I forgot to move them back over there. I got my little sticky note of things that I put just below the monitor. So when I'm reading, when they come down, I'll remember what they were. Because it is a lot to remember all of those when they have their own little unique sayings or phrases and stuff like that. So I have a little sticky notes, bunch of them. Okay. Oh yeah. I am again on Twitch and YouTube. I did start the stream briefly for like half a second. Then I realized that it still had yesterday's thing on it and I wouldn't be able to change it. Okay. Cloudbot. Cool. A good one. I had 14 last time. Remove you guys. So where is it? Spin wheel. That's what it was. I was in the middle of doing all that. Hey Dean, how's it going? Over on YouTube? Absolutely. If you can type in exclamation join for me so I can make sure that you're on the list in case things get busy and I might forget. What is your question? I did cool. Move you over. Here we go. Hello, Night Rot. So what is your question? why people won't truly connect with each other anymore. It's like there's I can't or can I ask why people won't truly connect with each other anymore. It's like they're there but not completely there. Okay. For bigger questions, especially for guidance, I'll pull out a oracle card and then two clarifying tarot cards. So, and also, since if you're new here, I do my shuffles through numerology. So today's numerology number is 8. I'll be shuffling this deck 8 times for you. Hmm. Yeah, I don't get, I'm not, I don't, in real life, I don't like interact with a lot of other people that aren't like coworkers, really. I'm home and then I'm here at work or at home. All right, so you've got Persephone Awakening as the Oracle card. I'll pull out two tarot. Oh. These cards are huge. It's like for me to shuffle. But with the love with Persephone, you have the King of Angels, the Peaceful Warrior, and the Teacher, Clarity. Again, new deck. Some take me remember which ones these. See, the King of Angels are swords. The King of Swords with the Hierophant. So hmm. Most of my old friends are in. Yeah, that should. I mean, a lot of my old friends, I probably only keep up with maybe one or two old friends from like high school. I used to hang out with like a group of 13, but people grow, people change, priorities get different. So, but again, for your question as to why people won't connect with you with the with Persephone here, um, brings in like mystery, hidden self, or like transformation. It's hmm, it's like it's a really powerful but layered card here. She like in regular, Greek mythology. Oh, I'm using the nope, yeah, the mythic oracle. So Greek pantheon oracle deck, feeling it was one of the more better Oracle decks to tie in with this new deck of tarot cards that I have. But in Greek mythology, excuse me, um, she exists in like two worlds. So there's a part of you that feels guarded, deep, maybe even a little untouchable. But like people may sense that there's like more beneath the surface, but they don't always like know how to access it. So it can create intrigue, but like distance also. With the King of Swords here, or the King of Angels in this case, that's like authority and boundaries. So you might come across very sharp or composed, maybe a little self contained, even if you feel like deeply your presentation might not read as guarded. The King here of Swords doesn't really easily reveal vulnerability. The teacher here, or the Hierophant, normally had structure and tradition, so you might also like carry some strong personal values and standards, maybe consciously or not. People might feel like they have to qualify to be around you. Yeah, exactly. The Hierophant here can sometimes signal that you operate by your own moral or spiritual code, but not everybody feels confident stepping into that space with you. So it doesn't look like people don't like you. It's more like you have depth, depth. Jeez, my mouth. Um, you also might present it with composure and boundaries, but you also have some standards and structure with the Hierophant here. So all that together can kind of feel intimidating to people. But Persephone here kind of is also suggesting that part of you may still be in like an underworld season, like processing something privately. When you're like inward, people can kind of sense that too. Yeah. Basically, you look like somebody that needs like they feel like they need that people need to qualify to be around you. I'm just resetting the deck after every reading. How does that girl Rachel feel at my program? Feel when I connect? Feel when I connected with her? Well, should I reach out? Should I reach? Okay, trying to reach out. I'm trying to simplify the questions. Should you reach out to the girl that you connected with? That's always nice. You can connect with the girl. Always pretty difficult breaking in a new deck. This is actually a deck that was returned. They opened it, didn't feel the vibe, and then returned it. But I was like, I was exactly looking for a loved themed tarot deck. So, okay, we have the three of stars reversed, the 10 of trees reversed, and the 5 of hearts. Trees are pentacles. Stars are wands, trees are pentacles, and hearts are cups, normally. And my ADHD brain's like, I know the excuse me. I know, I know what they mean. My brain's like, okay, I think I got it. So the 3 of stars, she seemed like she respected me a lot. That sounds good. Good vibe, good energies. 3 of stars or wands reverse. Some hesitation, kind of waiting here. The 10 of pentacles, trees here in reverse. Some instability, a little bit of misalignment. And then the 5 of hearts or cups. Some regrets and disappointment. So there's some hesitation here. Little part of you is like, waiting or just unsure if it's worth it, which is probably why you were asking me. So like the 10 of pentacles or excuse me, the 10 of trees here in reverse, like the connection may not have been as solid or long term as it felt in the moment. The 5 of hearts, um, some emotional disappointment either from the past or fear of more disappointment. So it doesn't feel like a strong yes. It feels more like you might be reaching out from a place of regret or loneliness rather than any kind of clarity. So if you do reach out, do it a little casually with like no expectations, but just kind of ask yourself if you are looking for the connection or some sort of closure. But yeah, I would say yes. Just do it cautiously and a little casually, but don't expect a lot. 5 different types of shuffles for my tarot deck. It's the last one, the 5th one, and I have 4 for like decks that don't use reversals. Also, I have 5 different types of decks that I use. I have Oracle, Astrological, Tarot, Lenormand, and French suited or like poker cards. But I got the new Lenormand deck. It was red. It's for my I'm gonna do a pretty sure. Yeah. This coming Monday is President's Day. Also wanted to ask how Natalie felt when I helped her with the situation with Chad at the concert and nobody else helped her because they all got enticed by the crowd. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got this red deck, and then I have another tarot card. This is the backs of them is red, but this one is Lenormand. Lenormands are okay. So Oracle decks are spiritual messages or guidance kind of messages. The or to me, astrological cards are like directional messages. Um, Tarot cards are emotional messages, and Lenormand are like physical messages. And then the French suited one is a little bit between tarot and Lenormand. Just shuffling this deck for a second. I'll use this red Lenormand deck if oh yeah, I also do a yes no coin spin, and then I'll throw in a tarot card to clarify why the yes or why the no. So I do a lot of things for free. I'm only here for a little bit too, so started off an hour later than normal, so I'm still here till 9, but this stream is only going to be 3 hours long. All right. But I did not fully help, but I was sort of around her, supporting her in the background. Okay. So you wanted to know how Natalie felt when you helped her. Hello, everybody over there on Twitch. I see you guys lurking. Yeah, that sounds scary. Okay, so that one we have the Knight of Stars or Wands. The Path. The Empress. Jesus. The Empress. Yeah, geez. Empress. Reverse. My mouth does not want to say words today. Hmm. Remember my ding. Again, we're using the new one, so after this reading, I'm gonna make my little sticky note to remember which ones are new. The ones are the Chariot. So this Knight of Wands normally. This one's called the Adventurer, the Exploration, or Adventurer, Exploration, and Mother reverse putt. In this little thing is another thing that's making me confused. But the Knight of Wands here is about passion and excitement. The Chariot, determination, control. The Empress reverse, vulnerability and like insecurity. So she likely felt a rush of emotions with the Knight of Wands here. Um, she like shows appreciation, maybe even a little admiration at the moment. The Chariot here, kind of saying that she felt empowered or supported. She could regain control of the situation because you stepped in. But the Empress here being reversed, like she may have struggled to kind of fully receive that care. She could have felt vulnerable or exposed or like even undeserving of the help. Sometimes when someone shows up for us, it kind of highlights the softer spots, the softer spots of people. So if you're wondering if it mattered to her, it did. Just understand that she may not have known how to express gratitude or like warmth fully. Um, because not everybody knows how to receive support gracefully sometimes. Thank you for tuning in. I'm here on my weekends off from work on towards the end of the day, Saturdays, excuse me, Fridays and Saturdays, 5 p.m. normally, uh, Pacific till like 9. Unless there's a holiday in the like next week, there's going to be President's Day on Monday, so I have that off of work, and I will do my Chinese New Year stream. Oh, you're welcome. I'll do my Chinese New Year stream on Monday, since Chinese New Year is Tuesday, I believe. With I'll be using this one, the Red Maple Tarot, for the Chinese New Year one because it's all red themed. All the cards are red, or at least have a lot of red in them. And red is good luck for Chinese New Year. Then I have two Chinese Zodiac Oracle decks. One's a little simpler, has 12 yin and 12 yang signs, so there's 24 cards in one deck, and then there's 60 cards and 60 cards in the other deck, with each of the zodiac signs and each of the 5 different elements that they have: earth, air, fire, water, metal. Hello, Nightlight. You're up next. And you got 450 timber tokens over on Twitch for my a 30 stream streak. Nice. Should I go to the coast this weekend? I want the yes or no question, so eh, I'll do keep going. Okay, I'll do the show. I'll do card. I'll do card and a Lenormand, since you got 30 stream streak. Okay, we got the Divine Order in reverse, the Acceptance in reverse, with the Queen of Trees. That'll be the Pentacles. The other ones, I don't remember. So again, I will be using my references. I don't remember which ones you have. There's Justice reverse and Temperance reverse. It's gonna be a cold weekend too. Okay, so with the yeah, true. With the divine order in reverse or justice in reverse, it's imbalance or guilt. Temperance in reverse is burnout, low energy. And the queen of trees or pentacles, comfort and like self care. So right now, looks like you may not be fully balanced. Um, Justice and temperance here, both being reverse, can sometimes point to mental overload or just feeling slightly off. Queen of Pentacles here, though, that kind of shifts the whole energy. She's about nurturing herself and like choosing what feels stable and comforting. So it doesn't feel like a wild beach party weekend here. It feels like that if you go, it should be calm and restorative, you know, for you. So go only if it feels grounded and peaceful, not like something you should do. But if the beach helps you rest and relax, yeah. Um, but if it feels like it's going to drain you or it's going to be a little chaotic, just stay home and recharge instead. But if you do go to the beach, I will see what you could do physically over there. Okay, we have the dog, the bear, and the stork. Again, Lenormand cards are different than other ones, so they're more of a physical thing. But the dog, it's true. I don't think there's shark on the thing. There's fish, but not shark. But the dog here, for Lenormand cards at least, is about friendship and loyalty, companionship, bears strength and confidence, big protective energy. And the stork, some charge and movement, renewal here. So it's going to feel a little social, probably people there, but it's going to be grounded. The dog here. Um, so suggest going with somebody you trust or strengthening the friendship you have. The bear kind of says step into your confidence, take up space, move your body, feel strong, things like that. Then the stork kind of brings in light change. So do something a little different than your usual beach thing that you do. Maybe go to a different place, walk a new path, rearrange your thoughts, or just kind of let the ocean, shift your energy. But go with somebody if you can. Move your body. Just kind of let the waters kind of reset you. Use that beach as a small but like intentional change in your routine. So it's going to be less about relaxing quietly and more about refreshing your energy if you go. You're welcome. reset. I'm gonna make my little notes here to remind me of which the major ones are again that are different. Should have done that at the beginning. The fool. Teacher is elephant. Path. Chariot. The force. Strength. Retreat is the hermit. Justice. Death. Devil. The ego. Lego my ego. Tower. Star, moon, sun, same. Awakening. Judgment. There. Now I got my sticky note. That's another thing. When I move my table, my camera shifts a little, so I have to rearrange my camera. Hello, Tanka. You want some divine guidance? One card. Okay, that's not this one. This one. Some divine guidance. Sukanta. Hello, how's it going? How are you doing? Welcome in. All right, your oracle card It's Aries battle. Let's see why it said that. Wait a second. Grab some. Today's numerology number is 8, so I'm shuffling this 8 times. Okay. All right, with Aries battle, you have the High Priestess reverse with the Three of Angels reversed, or swords. Angels of Swords here. So, hmm. Three Angels and Swords. When will I meet my loved one? Okay. So, you asked for divine guidance for this one. So, I'm reading this as divine guidance, and then I'll answer the question about the when will you meet to love. But for the divine guidance one, Aries brings in like conflict or aggression or just reactive energy. The High Priestess in reverse, some blocked intuition, some secrecy here, and then the Three of Angels or Swords in reverse, some healing, releasing of pain. It feels a little direct here. There may be some internal or external conflict around you right now. So like Aries here is kind of saying to like be careful of reacting from ego or defensiveness. The High Priestess here in reverse, like you already know the truth about something, but you might be like doubting or just overriding your intuition. The Three of Swords in reverse, though, that's like you're in a healing phase, even if it's a little quiet and not fully complete. So don't fight battles that aren't really okay. Don't fight battles that are really about old wounds. Just kind of slow down before you react. Kind of listen to your inner voice instead of the outside noise. So just focus on healing rather than kind of proving a point. So not every conflict is deserving of your energy right now. And as for the second question, I won't reset the deck. I'll just keep it for yours. So when will I meet my loved one? Seven of Stars, Wands in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, with the Emperor. Hmm. Okay. Maybe my ADHD brain. So the seven of stars or wands here in reverse is just lowering your defenses or just opening up. The wheel of fortune, divine timing, fate, and then the emperor is stability and like maturity here. So it feels like the timing is tied you. Blah, 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 blah. Why am I tongue tied today? This feels like timing tied to you is softening first. The seven of wands. Hold on. Yeah. Something in my. Excuse me. Anyway, the seven of wands here. It's kind of saying that love comes in when you stop guarding so hard, or like feel like you need to have to defend your space. The wheel of fortune won't be it won't be forced. It'll feel like a shift or like a turning point. So like the emperor with the emperor here, like someone stable and grounded, not chaotic. So timing wise, the wheel and the emperor can kind of point to a significant period of change. So often when like the season shifts or like with in the next few months. So it kind of feels like when you're aligned moment here than a specific date. So just remember to focus on lowering your walls, strengthening your own foundations, because the right person will show up. When you're no longer fighting, but you're confident and have that steady energy around you. Let your walls down a little bit. You're welcome. Scenes, animation. There you go. You're welcome. Let's see. Gaming wise, I guess I can do my Fortnite Save the World. Try log in. Fortnite's having a we call it event. Valentine's Day event. It's a whole month long. It's gonna be Valentine's Day. They just had the one on the left on the item shop. We have rewards available. No, I don't. Why'd they lie? Alright. Save the world. I'm a founder for Save the World, so every day they give you a V-Buck mission, so you can earn 100 V-Bucks. And I've been stacking the last 3, so I had 3 today. I need to save 2 more survivors, destroy 20 TVs, and scout cities. Which I can do these 2 at the same time, and then probably find 2 survivors. Go to the map, go to the easy one, go to the first city. Here, Summer City. Fill it in. Fill it in. I'm gonna be working as a constructor. No, speaking of Survivor. Ah, Jeez.
You saved my life.
Did not know that that was going to be that far down.
Nice work. Add blue glow to the atlas. Open mission control when you're ready to begin.
Oh, they saved it for me. Okay. Oh, there was something down here I was supposed to get.
Whoa. Look at this, Lars.
It's just a picture of a couple. They look happy.
Yeah.
Look closer. Someone
Eh.
wrote cheater all over it. Cheating is pretty classic breakup song material.
Yeah, but
Oh, they already
who are
found
we to
the,
judge what's in someone's heart? We're all just wanderers out here in
Okay.
the starry night.
I'm going to help out by
following the path
putting
home.
some
As long as the
zappy
path goes
floors.
home and not to another girl's house. That's cool.
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait, you have to turn this one on. And you can put a 4 there. Okay, I did my part. Wait, hold on. Almost. There we go. Save one more survivor. They got the rest of it. Sometimes you'll find a survivor out in the outskirts. Oh, there's one down there. Of course, it's going to be on the other side of the freaking map.
You saved my life. Thanks.
Yes. Jump on the roof.
That's enough
Jump
blue
on the
glow.
roof. There you go. Now I got my puppy.
Commander.
Now I need to destroy some TVs. Or I just gotta go into the near the apartment buildings. Really only one? Hi, Midnight Rain. I'm good. How are you? Wait, I didn't see. Next time, since you're new here, if you can put exclamation like any of the colors, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, it'll turn my lights a different color, so it'll it'll grab my attention. I don't have my headphones on. Sorry about that. Hello. Welcome in. Happy Valentine's Day. We celebrate that. If not, Valentine's Day. Just playing Fortnite Save the World until someone comes in and asks a question. That's why I'm Tarot Timber. I can't speak today. Timber Tarot Gamer. I'm here Fridays and Saturdays, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific. Except today because it was obviously Valentine's Day. I was doing something. But I'm only here till 9. That's my line. But this is what I do on my days off. My credentials. All my cards. Well, that's not all of them. I have some over here too. But today I am using the Art of Love Tarot deck. Absolutely. Type in exclamation join. So in case things go. Oop. There you go. Move you up on the queue. What's your question today? Tonight? Absolutely. Absolutely. I read Oracle, Astrological, Tarot, Lenormand, and French suited decks. Let's see what's coming out for you though. I also do my card shuffles based on the numerology number of the day. And today's numerology number is 8. I'm shuffling this 8 times. 7. 8. Hello, Maximilian. How's it going over on YouTube? We have the Queen of Stars or Wands reversed, the King of Angels or Swords, and the Three of Stars or Wands. I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube tonight. But Maximilian, if you can type in exclamation join so I can make sure that you're on the list. All right, I'll answer that question after I answer Midnight's. Oh, thank you for the follow, Midnight Rain. Hey, thank you. Okay. This deck has stars, angels, trees, and hearts instead of the normal ones. And there's a few major arcana that are different, which I have my little sticky note now for. But the Queen of Stars or Wands. Oh, hey, Montaigne, how's it going? I'll answer their questions after I answer Midnight Rain's here. But for Midnight Rain, the Queen of Wands in reverse is about rebuilding confidence. The King of Swords is clarity and decisions. The Three of Wands is just expansion or like a new direction. So it seems like you're kind of stepping out of a period where like your confidence may have felt a little low or inconsistent. What's that sound? Excuse me. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Like you're reclaiming your spark, but in a little more quieter, intentional way here. The King of Swords from normal cards. This would be the King of Swords. Like a clear decision or like some strong boundary is coming. Like you're going to think more logically or like cut through the BS. The Three of Wands here shows that expansion. So something new is opening up, maybe socially or career, but like where you see more potential ahead. So get clear about like what you want and don't apologize for it. just make firm decisions. But so once you do, the new opportunities are going to start lining up a little more quickly for you. Oh, thank you for subscribing, Maximiliano. Reset this deck. Resetting the deck to clear the energy off the old one.
30 seconds left to go.
Hey, welcome, Midnight. All right. Maximiliano's question and then your question, Montaigne. So first, Maximiliano, are you going to be hired by a company to work soon?
Bonus challenge success. Good job, team. Nicely done, Commander.
You have the Knight of Trees or Pentacles, the King of Hearts or Cups, and the Three of Stars or Wands. Pentacles, Cups, Wands. Okay, so for Maximiliano, the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse, some delays or at least slow movement. The King of Hearts or Cups, calm leadership, some good impressions here, and then the Three of Wands, so opportunities ahead and expansion. So there might be a little delay or just a slower process than you would want. The Knight of Pentacles trees here in reverse, like things aren't moving as quickly as expected, but absolutely, Montaigne. Okay, and King of Hearts or Cups here, like you're coming across well, mature, emotionally balanced here. The Three of Wands, stars, it's a good sign for future opportunities and progress. So it feels, at least three here, it feels like a yes, but not instantly. So it's more like something developing over like the next few weeks rather than immediate news for you. So just be patient and follow up professionally. Just kind of keep applying while you wait. That opportunity is forming. It just needs a little time to unfold. Again, I'm playing, or in the background, my game is Fortnite Save the World. Which I like to play because I can play it in the back, or it plays by itself in the background, basically, without a lot of intervention from me. I'm resetting the deck here. Hello, Jess. How's it going? All right, so Montaigne is next over on YouTube. And then after Montaigne, I'll answer your question, Jess. You're welcome, Maximiliano. All right, so Montaigne, does it look like I'm about to be in a relationship soon. I'm talking to a Taurus. And then the follow-up question is your coworkers talking smack about you, changing my availability to 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. so you don't have to deal with certain ones. Okay. You have another question after the first one? Yep. Okay. So to answer your first question, who are I doing? Have you been drinking, Jess? This one's for Montaigne over on YouTube. Jeez. Okay. Montaigne, you have the Awakening, which is the Judgment card, Queen of Angels or the Queen of Swords with the Three of Hearts reversed or the Three of Cups reversed. You doing okay there, Jess? Okay. So, Montaigne, for your first question, if you're going to be in a relationship with them, see, even I can't talk. I'm just drinking energy drinks. But the Awakening or Judgment card here is about a big revelation. The Queen of Swords, that's some discernment or like high standards. The Three of Cups in reverse, though, that's like limited social circles or like a missed connection. So there is an awakening happening here. Judgment kind of shows you're like stepping into a new phase of understanding what you want. The Queen of Swords here, or Angels, you're not going to settle anymore, so you're thinking clearly and kind of cutting through those illusions. The Three of Cups in reverse, though, that one's saying that your social circles may be small right now, or you're not fully putting yourself out there, which can kind of slow things down. But it doesn't feel like an immediate relationship, but it does feel like you're preparing for a healthier one. So just stay open socially, say yes to those invitations. Seems like you're putting your standards are getting better. Just don't isolate yourself while you're kind of waiting for that person. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, Nika, how's it going? Reset this one. Again, please put exclamation join like so. Oh, like that on the chat so I can make sure that you're on the list and I can get you guys in the right order. That's probably why it was saying like it didn't feel like an immediate relationship, but it just looks like you're preparing for one. I'll answer your follow-up question, Montaigne, after the list of people that are asking also. Jess. Miss Nika. It's Jess and then Miss Nika. Jess, what was your question? Did I miss it? Yeah, I forgot I have a split screen. I can do that over here. There it is. Now I move my other thing over here. So I can... Alright. How's Chris feeling about you? Yes, Miss Nika, you can ask your question and I'll answer it after Jess. How is Chris feeling about you? Chris, your ex. If I'm not mistaken. And again, today's numerology number is 8. So I'm shuffling these 8 times. That's where it fell. Alright, so for Jess, we got the 6 of trees or pentacles, the 7 of trees reverse or pentacles, and the shadow. The shadow is the devil in this card. Oh, you're back and forth. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna rewire my brain for these things. So the 6 of trees is pentacles. So the 6 of trees is observing or like exchange. The 7 of trees or pentacles in reverse, impatience or like waiting. And the devil is just, you know, attachments and obsessions. So it's leaning towards yes. Yes. It's leaning towards that yes energy. But the 7 of pentacles here, like feels like somebody or someone was checking in because they're either impatient or curious how things are going or growing. The devil there, the shadow in this case, just adds attachment or lingering fixation. The 7, see the 6 of pentacles, the 6 of trees kind of shows, you know, quiet observation. So especially like in that give take dynamic, you know, it's not fully balanced anymore. So it feels like less supportive, more curious or attached. So assume that they might be watching and move accordingly, I guess. Just focus on your own glow up, not their gaze. G-A-Z-E, gaze. So like if they were watching, just kind of let them see you thrive, not react. All right, Miss Nika. Then I'll answer your follow-up question there, Montaigne, after Miss Nika. Your question. Oh, let me reset this deck first. You're welcome, Jess. And happy Valentine's Day. Alright. So, Miss Nika, your question is: does Kurtz have good intentions towards you now? Okay. intentions are doing. These cards are huge, even for my hands. That's probably why they returned them, whoever returned them last time. They didn't look like they were used either, so everything was still... Like, they opened it, they looked through them, they're like, no. But it was the perfect deck for me that I was looking for, because it was heart. There's a heart in the back thing, and it's called the Art of Love Tarot, so I'm like, perfect for Valentine's Day. So here you go. We have the Knight of Hearts or Cups, the Knight of Stars or Wands, with the Two of Swords or Angels in reverse. Plus, these cards look like something my mom draws. Like she paints for fun, not for, well, I don't know if you can say professionally, but she does paint. She loves painting. You know, all these pictures or paintings look like things that she does, which is pretty neat. She's also in a garden club too, so she, anyway. back. Knight of Hearts or Cups. Normally there's that romance and affection. The Knight of Wands is impulse and passion, so it's a little fierier than Cups. The Two of Swords reverse is just some indecisions or just needing clarity. So he may feel that attraction and excitement with both the knights here, but he's not fully clear on what he wants with that Two of Swords being reversed. It's like an indication or like a mixed intentions. Like his energy is more about passion and interest than stable long-term commitment right now. So yeah. That makes more sense. Just take things slow. Enjoy the connection if it feels good, you know, but don't assume it's a solid until, you know, the actions show a little more consistency. Just watch for follow through, not just the charm. At least that's what the cards are saying. You are welcome, Miss Nika. Reset the deck. Hello to everybody over there on Twitch. I am dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. I think I'm done with TikTok since it keeps on kicking me off. So have a good night too, Miss Nika, and happy Valentine's Day. Okay, and Montaigne over on YouTube, your follow-up question was, are your coworkers talking smack about you? You're changing your availability to 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. so you don't have to deal with certain ones. Okay. Hopefully you're still there, Montaigne. See what the coworker vibe is going on over there. And I do have my DaVinci Resolve editing thing. I have a full flip through, I guess, of all the cards from this deck on YouTube soon. I'm still editing it. Let's see what your coworkers are saying about you, Montaigne. Montaigne, you have the Knight of Stars or Wands, the Ten of Angels or Wands, no, Swords, excuse me, and the Teacher. The Teacher is the Hierophant for this deck. See, good thing I have my sticky notes. Oops. Let's try to put you guys in different. There, there. There. Hello, Marley, bro. Marley, how's it going, Marley? Welcome in. I'm doing good. I'm dual streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, so it takes me a second to kind of gather my thoughts on the cards laid out. Stars, especially because this deck has stars, angels, hearts, and other ones. So my brain kind of like has to reset for a second. It's a new deck that I'm using too. Let's see, and the Teacher for this one is the Hierophant. Okay, so with the for Montaigne, if you're still over there on YouTube, hopefully you are. If not, you'll be able to rewatch this stream over there on YouTube anyway, the full stream. All my streams that I dual stream between Twitch and YouTube are on YouTube under the live. They're in vertical format. Thank you. This is the Art of Love Tarot. But to answer Montaigne's question about the coworkers talking smack because you moved from night to day shift, the Knight of Wands is about gossip. The Ten of Angels or Swords here is drama, some exaggeration, and then the Hierophant is rules and tradition, the group norms, I guess, so to speak. So there may be a little bit of chatter or at least frustration about you shifting from night to day shift. The Knight of Wands there, that quick, impulsive talk. The Ten of Swords is more about drama than kind of real harm or anything like that. People might exaggerate, but it's not like catastrophic or anything. The Hierophant or the Teacher here, that's like it. It's just there to remind you that it's also about norms and group expectations. So some coworkers may just be resistant to change or just used to how things have always been. So just don't take it personal, Montaigne. Keep doing your thing professionally. Most of the chatter is just temporary, and it's more about them than it is about you. Also, my nails took a different turn. These things were actually brown, and then I used a topper on this one. You can kind of barely see, but it's like a pink topper. So I used Holo Taco brownie points. It's supposed to be brown. But then I used Loud lacquer. This is like a topper. So I thought it was going to be like a brown with a pink shimmer, but it ended up being blue, which is very strange. I'm like, okay. It is what it is. Yeah, the look was supposed to be brown with a pink shimmer, not blue or purplish looking. Yeah, I am here on my weekends from work. I have a regular union night shift job. I just do this for fun on my weekends for a couple hours, for a few hours, usually 5 to 9 Pacific. And then today I started a little earlier, obviously because it was Valentine's Day. My husband and I were watching a movie and having pizza. So good. Hey, TC. Hey. Yes, there are Nintendo lights. You can actually change my lights if you type in exclamation and any of the colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, aqua. You can change the colors of my stream, my thing. You are up next there. Hey. See? Any of the colors. Yep. And then I'll revert back after. Technology. I do have that one's supposed to change. Here's my phone. Here's my phone. I have those up there that weren't supposed to turn on because it makes my face blue. There it goes. Back to normal. It's actually a rainbow up there. Kind of hard to see, but up there. But if I put all of them on, it kind of gives me a good wash of color of all the colors. Kind of balances all the colors. I thought I changed it so it didn't affect that, but it's still, it is what it is. But I have other, this is all through Lumia Stream. I have Lumia Stream on top of Streamlabs that is dual streaming to YouTube and Twitch. So 3 layers. Talked about some things tonight with him. I'm kind of curious as to how it went or what message the guides have to say about it. Okay. We are using the Mythic Tarot, or excuse me, the Mythic Oracle deck for the Oracle ones. Peel. What do the guides have to say about you talking about some things tonight with yoga? And Marley, I shuffle my cards by the numerology number of the day. His numerology number is 8, so I'm shuffling this 8 times. We have Yos, New Beginnings. Oh, thank you for following, Marley. Our dog usually is here with me. Anytime we get a follow, I give him a treat, but he's probably upstairs with my hubby. This is a new deck. Cards are a little stiff. They're huge, too. All right. we have the turnaround, and these have different meanings. So the turnaround here is the Hanged Man for this deck, and the Six of Hearts or Cups normally in reverse. I think I hear my dog coming. You got new followers. Alright, dudes. Got a few new followers. Are you making up for some treats? Okay, there you go. He says thank you, Molly. Brain is shifting a lot today. When I start to think a lot, my cheeks start to like feel warm. But oh, you having a good night too, Miss Dika, over on YouTube. So, okay, I think I got it. So, EOS is about fresh starts, hopes. The Hanged Man here is pause or just a new perspective. The Six of Hearts or Cups in reverse. Just releasing the past here or just outgrowing some old patterns. So what they're saying, at least this is my interpretation of what the cards are saying that they're saying. It's like this conversation is that you had was important. EOS there kind of shows that this is the start of a new chapter, or just even if it felt a little subtle. The Hanged Man, that one's like suggesting the talk kind of helped shift a perspective. It may require a little patience and kind of letting things unfold naturally. The Six here of Cups, just the Hearts in reverse. That one's pointing to like moving away from some old patterns or like emotional patterns that aren't serving you or serving the connection anymore. So it feels like growth, not conflict. So give it some time. Don't rush any kind of outcome from this. Let that shift kind of settle in a little more. Kind of focus on building forward rather than kind of revisiting old dynamics. I do watch the TikToks lives of people, and some they're hard to find on YouTube though. It's kind of, they don't have as much of a stream like they do. You're welcome. Hey TC. People are starting to call us tarotist. Like, that's kind of cool. But again, I am not a therapist. I am not a doctor. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what the cards are telling me, what they're saying. Which is why I remember somebody saying, as I was researching a lot of things before I even started doing all of this, the biggest thing he told me is to put this little thing right here in the corner. You guys can't see it. It's for entertainment purposes only. That way you guys can't legally get at me. I have it here on Twitch, and it's on the YouTube one. It should say it at the bottom. No, because it's not. in the it's in the border. There it is. I was like, why couldn't I see it? It's in the border. And somebody's asking me for financial advice. I'm like, I am not a financial advisor. I'm just going to tell you what the cards are saying about it. Aqua! Aqua! Oh, you had a question. I have light strip around my desk, two on the desk, on the desk, 4, 5, 6. I have like 20 lights in here. Oh yeah. I have this. I also have 3 screens. I have a chat screen, my gaming monitor, and then my computer monitor. Oh, 4 screens, excuse me. I have another iPad for my Lumia stream. Marley, you want to know, I'm going to travel the world. Because if you're going to travel the word, that's easy. The world. Hi, gluten free. How's it going? Welcome in. It's a long word. Non-tarot advice. Hopefully, have your passport ready. Over here in the States, everything's being slowed down and blah 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 and all that like crap. There's a Cheeto up there. Alright. Let's see. You have the 8 of Hearts or Cups in reverse. The 7 of Stars or Wands. And again, the 6 of Hearts, Cups in reverse. I like that 8 of Hearts card. Co-dependency. Seven of Stars or Wands is fate. The little words at the bottom. We do have 2 cups reversed though, so the 8 of Hearts or Cups here in reverse is about staying put, or at least hesitation. The 7 of Stars or Wands, so perseverance or just taking initiative. With the 6 of Hearts in reverse, Cups, letting go of things in the past and kind of moving forward. So if you do have that desire to explore, but you do have that desire to explore, but there may be some hesitation or just attachments kind of keeping you from fully going right now. The 8 of Hearts in reverse there, with the 7 of Wands or Stars here, it says kind of like if you push for it and take the initiative, opportunities are there for you. The 6 of Hearts or Cups in reverse, that one's kind of saying that letting go of the old patterns or your old routines is going to open up that path. So plan actively and kind of release what's holding you back. Travel, it's gonna be possible, but you're gonna have to take some steps forward and don't cling to any old comfort zones. Again, you haven't gotten your passport, get your passport. You're welcome, Marley. Alright, let me reset this one. Gluten free, you're next. It's a new deck, so they're very stiff cards. There you are. Energy drink isn't helping me not be tongue-tied either. You've lost several friends lately, and your girlfriend dumped you. I'm sorry. What do the cards say about this? What am I doing? Am I doing something wrong? Okay, this seems like a big one. So I will pull out an oracle card for that. I'm sorry to hear that. Especially on Valentine's Day. But you're here with us, both on Twitch and YouTube. So we all see you. No worries. So I got my crystals around me to keep it all right here. All right, you have nature. That's the big one. Bingo. They're supposed to be chocolate with pink shimmer, but for some reason it turned them blue. Hollow tacos, brownie bites, and loud lacquers. The loud lacquer topper. What the heck is this one called? Coachella. At least it's on these by themselves. They tried putting them on brown and then they turned blue. Let's see here. You have the Ace of Trees or Pentacles in reverse with the Four of Hearts or Cups in reverse. New decks. Just give me a second to gather my thoughts and thread all of this together. Just because thinking back of all the friends that I've lost touch with, but you know, people grow apart sometimes. But that's just me. That's not everybody. It's just for me. Okay. With Pan and nature. Brings up a wild spirit, independence, just like un untamed energy with Pan. The Ace of Trees or Pentacles in reverse is just some mixed opportunities, a lot of some unstable foundations. Four of Cups, kind of emotional withdrawal and just a disconnect. But together, if you thread them all together, Pan is kind of there, showing you that you have a strong, independent, kind of free energy. You don't shrink yourself. If that makes sense. But it can be magnetic, but it can also like intimidate people who aren't grounded themselves. If that makes sense. Like with the Ace of Trees here, Pentacles reverse. It's just kind of suggesting that some connections may not start on solid footing, or they don't get like properly nurtured. The Four of Cups of Hearts here reversed. That one's, you think so? Thank you. No, he's with the Four Cups, Hearts. Again, these things have trees, hearts, angels, and other things for the tarot. So my brain's going crossing wires here. The Four of Hearts in reverse. That one's kind of, the shift is possible. So a new openness, I guess, and like willingness to like engage emotionally is emerging. So it's kind of just saying focus on stabilizing connections and kind of being present. So let the openness that you have show. Don't be afraid to kind of let people in gradually. So it's going to help you create, a little more lasting bonds if you do that. Hello, Lilith. How's it going? Resetting the deck. Oh, first time I'm looking at this new chat box over here on my left next to the microphone. But then when I look over to the right, it says first time chatter. Hi, how's it going? Welcome in. You're welcome, gluten free. Welcome in. Hello. I am Timber Tarot Gamer. You can call me Timber. I play video games. Like so, if you're hearing anything that's Fortnite Save the World in the background, I just usually play while I wait for people to ask questions, especially in the beginning of the stream when there are a lot of people showing up. But I'll play games and I also read tarot cards. I'm also here on my weekends off from my normal job. Shoot for the sun. How's it going? But I do read Oracle, Astrological, Tarot, Lenormand, and then French suited, or like the poker deck, which is a little bit between Lenormand and Tarot. And happy Valentine's Day to you too. Shoot for the sun. Hi, Uranian. Libra. Hello. Oh yeah, you guys can change the color of my my lights. For the last one, the French suited, aka poker deck cards. So I'll just grab the one that's not suitable for Order cards. I read those as a mix between Lenormand and Tarot. So Oracle cards are like spiritual messages. Astrological, these are for me at least. Astrological are directional, like which way to do it. Like if you need the actual physical direction of how to do something. Tarot is like an emotional message. Lenormand is a physical message, and then French suited is a little bit between both. So it's more like a subconscious message. Again, my freak. I was like, those lights weren't supposed to change. Oh, I have many cards. I have that row, I have this row, I have some in this row, and then I have some over here on my desk too. I have a few new ones that I got as presents for Valentine's Day. All right. You want to see the French deck? I want to see the French deck in my reading. That's super cool. I love about new ones. Yeah, no worries. We watched a movie and had pizza. We actually watched a new one called Eternity with the younger Olsen sister. You're up next there. Shoot for the sun. Yeah, my newest ones are the Sci-Fi Tarot deck. The one I'm using now, the Art of Love Tarot. I'm going to be using the Red Maple Tarot, which is a new one I got, or the Chinese Zodiac. Sorry, the Chinese New Year that's coming up next week. Along with the Chinese Zodiac, the Chinese New Year, the Maple Leaf, I got a new Lenormand deck that's all red, which I'm using tonight. I got two new Oracle cards decks. I have the actual Chinese Oracle deck. These are only 24 cards. There's 12 yin and 12 yang of the signs, and then I have a bigger one that's 60 cards, and it's all 12 signs, but all of their elements. So earth, air, fire, water, metal. I see wood. Sorry, wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. Signs. Like, if you guys don't know, everybody knows that usually, not everybody, excuse me. Most people know their Chinese zodiac sign. Yes, the Chinese. I'm gonna do it on Sunday. Excuse me, on Monday. I have Monday off from my work union, but the Chinese New Year is either that day or the next day. So I'm gonna do a special stream for that one. But all my signs, I am a Virgo for the Western. I am a water pig or water boar for the Chinese zodiac, and I'm also a bear for the North American, Native American sign. Oh, thank you for the follow, Uranian. Zeus. I don't know if my dog is here. Zeus, we got a new follow. Hey. Usually he's underneath my desk. Oh, and Lilith followed it. You get two. I have treats for for that one. And then if I get bits or any kind of like donation, I get that one. Thank you guys. Thank you, Uranium. Thank you, Lilith. Oh, and shoot for the sun. Zeus, we got another one. They're all following. He says you're welcome. He got his treats. Thank you guys. So shoot for the sun. I was waiting for your question. Unless welcome. Oh, your question is there any way I can get a P? Oh, I can get P back. Okay. Maybe we should. So, okay. I did have 3. We lost 2 of them last year. My Zeus's biological mom, Lexi, and then Roddy, Otto. Lost both of them last year. Pretty close together, so we went from a 3-dog household to 1. So now Zeus gets all the treats. Okay. Way to get that back. Yeah, and then losing 2 of them, like within a month of each other. Lexi was 14 and Otto was 9. Zeus is 10 now, but it was 9 when we lost the other one. This is butter from another mother. Okay. And again, I do my shuffles through numerology. Today's numerology number is 8, so I'll be shuffling the deck 8 times. I was doing this tomorrow, it would be 9, but since I believe it's going to be only 1 on Monday, it'll be so much more easier. I also reset the deck after 5. This is also a new deck, so it's a big deck, so and if they fly out, I count those. Okay. Shoot for the stars. You have the Knight of Hearts or Cups in reverse, the Divine Order or Justice, I remember this one, in reverse, and the 8 of Hearts or Cups. And this is Romance in reverse, Equilibrium in reverse, and Codependency. So give me a second to kind of thread all of this together. Judgment. Justice, sorry. Divine Order is Justice. You doing okay there, Zeus? Okay. Whew. Okay, so the Knight of Cups or Hearts here in reverse. It's impulse or like at least inconsistent emotions. The Divine Order or Justice in reverse. It's imbalance or unfairness. And the 8 of Cups is walking away or just leaving the past behind. So right now, this energy here is kind of saying that getting them back isn't going to be straightforward. The Knight of Cups being reversed shows that mixed or unreliable emotional energy. It's either coming from you or from them. The Divine Order or Justice here being reversed also points to imbalance, like the situation may not be fair or aligned for like a healthier reunion right now. The 8 of Cups is kind of saying that some walk away or at least letting go is likely necessary before anything can shift. So kind of focus on yourself and like what you can really need emotionally. Don't chase them impulsively. If a connection is meant to be here and return, it's going to happen naturally when both sides are kind of ready and balanced. So right now, just release and clarity are going to kind of be your path. Reset the deck here. And Lilith, Morning Star Blaze. We got Morning Star, Sun, and Uranium. You're welcome, Shooting Star. Shooting for the sun. Excuse me. Lilith, you're next. Did you already see your question? General readings are fine too. Are you the one that asked about? Oh. Oh, Shooting for the sun. You wanted to see you're the one that wanted to see the French suited one. Excuse me. Okay. So general reading here from Morning Lilith. I also do weekly horoscopes too. If you want a weekly horoscope, I can do those too. Okay. We have the King of Hearts in reverse, or Cups. Magician. And the Turnaround, or the Hanged Man, in reverse. Reverse. Okay, King of Hearts or Cups in reverse. Some emotional turbulence or just imbalance. Magician. Some personal power. Taking the initiative. The Turnaround or the Hangman in reverse is about moving forward or just gaining clarity. So, right now, things feel a little bit of mixed of inner turbulence and kind of growing potential with the King of Hearts here in reverse, or the Cups. Some emotional up and downs, or just feeling out of balance. The Magician is kind of saying that you have the tools and the power to kind of change your reality, like creativity, focus, and like actions are in your hand with that card. The Hangman, Turnaround in reverse, that signals the shift, like you're ready to move forward, kind of see things from the new perspective, kind of leaving old stagnation behind. So saying kind of focus on your own power and clarity here. Just take deliberate actions where you can, and just release that emotional baggage that's kind of holding you back. The progress is coming if you kind of step into it consciously. Jeez, speaking and enunciating are not my forte. The thing I do for work are very short words and phrases that is constantly saying over and over again. It's repeating back what they say and then doing what they say. So words are like, I'm by myself a lot at work. Usually I'm like remotely working from the other parts of my crew, but it's oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the emotional up and down we were talking about. The lows, the wanting, and then the adventurous part, the excitement that's coming up. Exactly. Lexi's birthday is coming up next month, or what would have been her birthday. She would have been 15. We were gonna throw her a quinceañera. I know for a dog, but I was gonna throw her one. she. But yeah, we got her when she was 6. We actually rescued her when she was 6. You know what? I think we'll throw her a party too. QOH. Oh no, I have not. I have with Lumia Stream. I have voice commands. Yeah, she hasn't showed up. Again, I don't know what the age range of my watchers are, but if you're anywhere around my age, I'm 43. I'm 43, and there was a show called Pee Wee's Playhouse, and they all had the secret word or the phrase of the day, and I have one, and the card hasn't showed up yet, and it's tied to one of the cards. So when I see the card and I say the card, it will do an animation automation with my lights and a fall thing. Which Night Rot was saying it's the QOH card. But yeah, when it comes out, because yesterday the phrase was death card. And when I said that, you're welcome, Lilith. I have a thing called object permanence. So if I don't see something on the regular, I'll tend to like compartmentalize it and kind of put it out. So my brain, I think, is like I can see my brain. It's like a long hallway with doors kind of opening and closing. Kind of reminding me that I'm like, nope, close that one right. A little later. Otherwise I kind of get stuck in a loop. Yeah, when I said yesterday, when the phrase was death card, the lights did this. Yeah. Happy Valentine's Day to you too, sweets. Yeah, yesterday if I said, I just toggled it back on, but if I said death card, that happened. Well, it was also Friday the 13th. Well, nobody celebrates anymore. I'm like, I was asking, I was like, does anybody celebrate Friday the 13th? They're like, no. Like, ah. Oh, yay. Oh, tattoo shops do too. Yes, exactly. Tattoo shops do too. They have the little flash tattoos too. Hi, Zeus. You want to say hi? No? Okay. Sometimes he likes to say hi, sometimes he doesn't. I'll lift him up here. He's like, hello. And then I have one for the sun card. The sun card. But the one for tonight hasn't been said yet, so. Which is the off with her head card. You know which one I'm talking about. Give you a little preview of it. but supposed to be happy. I'll give you a preview of it. If it comes up, you'll hear this. The Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts. If it comes up today, you'll hear that. Nice. I was thinking about doing one for each major arcana, but I still need to like do one later, so I might just do the one for the stream. I gotta find out which tarot card is represented by the Chinese lunar. I know that's a fire horse. So wands are fire, right? Yes. So the next we're coming out of the wood snake year and going into the fire horse year. Yes. I need to find the sound bite because right now I found the heartbeat one. I was like, yes, it doesn't show my background, but I do have a new strip light down here. I have to turn off the big light that's kind of shining down on this. Like this. Now it's just showing the one on that one. But if I did use it's not as bright, but if I use the death card, it would show that red. Or if I say the sun card, well, I have to point my my lights inward, but the light on. So the Queen of Hearts. Kind of see it a little bit. I have to point my light. What if I do it that way? Ooh. Crystal down, crystal down. See the death card. The death card. It'll do it that way, but I have to like angle my lights down. One light's already kind of pink, that one. And I have blue on that one, so you kind of see blue on that side and pink on that side. There's the Queen of Hearts. The Queen of Hearts. It just turned pinkies. It's a work in progress. Like I said, I have like 20 different lights in here. Yeah, I wanted to kind of do what Pee-wee's Playhouse did, and if they had the secret word. Again, I don't know how old you guys are, but if you ever watched the show Pee-wee's Playhouse, he had this thing where they had the secret word of the day, and everybody screamed. And I have OBS, and I can do it on OBS, but I can't do it on Streamlabs yet. I don't know if it's like a update or something, but the camera can shake too. If I say it, it'll like shake the camera. Like do the whole little wobble with it. Yeah, if I point the lights at me. Like this. It's really bright. But the lights will show a little better. So if I say the death card. Otherwise it's really bright. Now they're turned away at the wall, kind of diffused. I was just resetting the lights. I have a hand sanitizer, but it also has essential oils in it, so it's kind of like a cleansing one. I have Palo Santo, Rose, and I forget what the other one is. But yeah, I sent my hand sanitizer. I have that one, then I have a one at work. But sweets, what is your question? Right now, my work hand sanitizer smells like blueberry pancakes. I have blueberry, vanilla, cinnamon. I got a new milk essential oil. Kind of smells like baby powder a little bit. But if you put them all together and shake them in a hand sanitizer, it smells like blueberry pancakes. The question is revolving around how I can treat or spoil myself. So I'm doing that. Okay, yep. That's how you can spoil yourself. Watch out for Daddy Pop Out. She's in here. Again, numerology numbers 8. Okay, you've got Chiron healing. Chiron. It's also a moon. Hello, mystical. I'm missing mystical noodle, but it's not. Oh, but that'd be a cool name, mystical noodle. Hello, welcome in. And 8. Okay, there we go. With Chiron, you have 2 of stars or wands, with the 6 of trees or pentacles in reverse. How are you doing, mystical? Stars or wands. Trees or pentacles. It's a message. But Chiron, healing here is that self-care, the nurturing of wounds, and some gentle attention. The Two of Stars, Wands is planning, and some choices. And then the Six of Trees, or Pentacles, in reverse, some self-investment, or like, you know, kind of giving to yourself, not relying on other people. So your guides here are kind of saying the kind of your best treat is one that heals and nurtures you. With Chiron here kind of just emphasizing gentle and restorative care here, like something that addresses your emotional or your mental needs, not just material indulgence. The Two of Stars, or Wands, like you have options, so consider something maybe, I don't know, curious about, that you've been curious about, or like a little adventurous thing that excites you. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, or trees here, kind of reminds you that like this is your moment to like invest in yourself without like waiting for permission or approval from anybody. So do something restorative and intentional, like a spa day, or some creative project, or some solo adventures, or just even like time in nature. So like choose something that like truly makes you feel replenished, not just distracted. That's what they're saying. I haven't had a spa day in forever. Really need one of those facials that kind of get all the pores. I'm at an age now that I kind of want to look at those, what is that, CO2 laser thing, where it like takes you like a week to recover from, but it makes your skin really nice and smooth again. Resetting the deck. Here, a mystical noodle. You're next. The reading doesn't have to necessarily be the tarot one. You can specify if you want just an oracle, just a tarot. I have also the Normand, astrological decks, and my French suited one. So I remember you wanted, someone up there wanted French suited one, and I forgot completely because it was like way up in the chat, and I completely forgot. And I'm so sorry about that. But I'll have it ready next time. I'll use the Alice in Wonderland one if somebody wants one. What was your question there, Mystical? Mystical Moodle. Moodle. The T is silent. Hi, Twilight. How's it going? Welcome in. Hi, Juice. He's waiting for new followers. We haven't gotten any. Well, we had some, but not any new ones. Ooh, happy Valentine's Day, Twilight. I am. I got a new deck, the Art of Tarot. The Art of Love Tarot. This time I'm only going to be here for 3 hours. It was Valentine's Day. I did something with my husband, so it was like an hour later than I normally start. Hey, yo, Daddy, how's it going? Oh, hey, Mark. What up? There's a little here and there, but mostly love because it is the Art of Love Tarot deck that I'm using, Mark. Waiting on Mystical Moonlet's question. Yes, actually had a hard hat yesterday. If you guys weren't here yesterday, I was playing No Man's Sky. I had my hat, my hard hat. They have a new game mode for No Man's Sky. You're working as a cleanup crew guy person. And my safety vest and everything. I got lots of hats. Lots of hats. This is just the ones that I was wearing recently. If I was gonna play like Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption. Jeez. Got my cowboy hat ready. Good, I got many hats. Absolutely. I was waiting for Mystical Moonlet's question. I don't know if she's there anymore. Hi, John Wick over on YouTube. How's it going? Welcome in. Oh, John, if you can type in exclamation join so you can put on the list. I got a few people ahead of you. All right, while we wait for Moonlit to answer, we'll go over to Call Me Yo Daddy. Where's the Twilight? No, Call Me Your Daddy went in first before. You got him before. Twilight. Just before Twilight. And waiting for Moonlit. But while we wait for Moonlit, GoDaddy, remaining February to end of March. Reading, please. Absolutely. You guys can control my lights if you type in exclamation in any other colors. Just an FYI. Okay, for monthly-ish readings, I'll do tarot deck, or excuse me, an oracle deck and 3 tarot deck cards. And for those of you who are newer here, I do my shuffles through numerology. Today's numerology number is 8. So I'm shuffling these 8 times. Oracle cards only get shuffled 4 full ones to the next one, so this is 8. So Yo Daddy, you got Atlas Responsibility as the seed, I guess, for the next month. For the rest of for the month that you were asking. The main thing to nurture. And then we'll get 3 cards for the root, the rise, and the reach of a plant. It's a little tree theme. I like to read my monthly ones. The seeds, the root, the rise, and then the reach of the plant. Alright, for your root, we have the 7 of hearts, or cups in this case. 6 of trees for the rise. And the page of hearts in reverse, or cups, for the reach. Root, the rise, and the reach with the seed. And these are a little bit more complicated, so it takes me a little longer to thread it all together. One. Oh, John, this is for Call Me Your Daddy over on Twitch. I'm dual streaming on Twitch and YouTube. So again, if you can type in !join like this right here in the chat, it'll put you in this into the to the queue. But this is how I read a monthly horoscope reading. It's just the way that I read it. So I have the seed as the main focus for the month, the roots of the seed, the rise of the plant, and then the reach of the plant. It's the way I read it. Everybody reads a little differently. And then this specific deck that I'm using tonight, the Art of Tarot, has different words. Instead of swords, they have angels. Instead of wands, it's stars. Instead of pentacles, it's trees. And then instead of cups, it's hearts. So, which is another thing that kind of confuses me a little bit. So it takes me a second. But for Call Me Your Daddy on Twitch, this is his mid-February to March horoscope reading, monthly horoscope reading with Atlas. It's like carrying responsibility or support. The 7 of hearts or cups here. Some choices and options come to play for the root. These are just what the meaning of the cards are. The 6 of trees or pentacles is about balance, the give and take, and then the page of hearts or cups in reverse, some emotional immaturity and just like sensitivity. So if you put this all together, the period between mid-February to March is about balancing responsibilities with desire. The Atlas here kind of shows you carrying the weight or taking on some important, but you kind of also have that options to handle it with the 7 of cups there. The 6 of trees or pentacles here, that one's there to kind of remind you to kind of just, seek balance, like that give and receive fairly, especially in relationships or like projects. The page of hearts or cups here in reverse, that's kind of like a warning to kind of be mindful of like emotional miscommunication or just misunderstandings. It's either from you or from others. So it's kind of just saying take stock of your choices before you commit. So just focus on balancing exchanges. Don't let small like emotional misunderstandings kind of derail any progress. That mid-February to March is going to be about handling your responsibilities wisely and kind of staying open to opportunities for you there. Yo, Daddy. And if I went a little too fast, all of the readings are going to be on my YouTube page under the live thing, because I have videos, shorts, lives, and my posts up on the menu part. Just click over to the live. You'll see all the lives from my past streams there. You're welcome, Yo Daddy. Now I like to reset my deck after the reading. Just clear the energy from the last reading. Twilight Princess, unless Noodle came back. Mystical Noodle. Alright, reset here. If Mystical Moodle isn't back yet, Twilight Princess was next, and after Twilight Princess was Mark. John, if you can type in exclamation join, you'll get put on the list too. People like a love reading on the future between B and E. Okay, I can do love readings too. They're a little different than my layouts, but alright. To U and B. Absolutely. All right. The way I do a mini love reading between two people, this would be you, 6 of stars or wands. This would be them. The ego. Ego is the tower normally. And then the connection between you is the 3 of angels in reverse. Angels are swords in this deck. So with your energy, that 6 of wands, success, a little thing here, confident and like visible. With them as the tower, the ego, collapse, the upheaval or just instability. And your connection between you two is that star, this 3 of angels or stars, excuse me, 3 of angels or swords. Jeez, reversed. Healing or like recovering from hurt. So you're kind of coming into this connection wanting to acknowledge and kind of like and reassurance, like you want to feel chosen, but they are like the tower phased right now. Something in their life kind of feels unstable or just recently shaken up, so it's kind of making them hard for them to show up consistently. If they do, the connection between you two, it feels like 2 people trying to heal from something. The 3 of swords when the angels here in reverse, just it's saying like there's been hurt, but also like a desire to move on from that. So try not to chase validation from someone who's still in chaos. Just let them stabilize first. If the connection is meant to grow, it's going to do so after the dust settles. Gonna have to wait a little bit for that dust to settle before. Again, I do not claim to be psychic. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a licensed anything. I am just reading what the cards are saying. So just take all of this with a grain of salt. Mystical Moodle, I'm still waiting for your question if you're there or not. You're welcome, Twilight Princess. If not, Mark is next, and then John Wick over on YouTube. You guys actually asked at the same time, but Mark was there in the chat before. Hi, Zeus. And again, I'm only here till 9, so that's another like 15 minutes. That's my line in the sand. Hi, Boots. 15 minutes. Got 15 more minutes. I'm technically 13, but you know what I mean. Mark, what was your question? I'm not asking for the. Okay. Yeah, that is that. Exactly. What the King of Cups on there? Okay. Let's see what your love outlook looks like for this. This year. And your love outlook this year. Okay. For the year, I'll do 4. Week is 2, month is 3, year is 4 cards. So we have the 9 of Trees or Pentacles, Refinement, the 8 of Angels or Swords, Confusion, 10 of Hearts, Culmination. And the last 3 got the Ace of Trees or Pentacles, Abundance. So you have Refinement, Confusion, Culmination, Abundance. At least in these cards, that's what they say at the bottom of each card. They all have like one word kind of keywords, I guess, for all of them. At least they're all upright this time. I remember sometimes you get reversals, but every single one of them was upright. That's always good. That's good. No reversals, and you know you don't like reversals. So, Mark. But the 9 of Trees or Pentacles here, that's like the independence, self-sufficiencies. 8 of Angels or Swords, just feeling stuck, some indecisions. The 10 of Hearts or Cups is that emotional fulfillment and happy relationships, harmony, a nice card. Ace of Trees or Pentacles is like new beginnings and potential. So este año no, not necessarily. Este año kind of looks like a mix of personal growth and love potential. Like you'll start strong with your independence, the 9 of Trees or Pentacles here, but it may feel like some mental blocks or just uncertainty with the 8 of Swords here. It's like how to connect or open up, but the 10 of Cups here, the deep emotional fulfillment is possible, especially in like a stable, harmonious connection. The Ace of Pentacles of Trees here brings potential for grounded new relationship or fresh start in love. So Again, just remember to focus on building your stability and confidence first. Then when you're grounded and the right love or relationship opportunity can come up a little more naturally. Just work on your confidence. Make sure if you're grounded. But if you're looking for timing, I have to do a French suited one because that's better for. You're welcome. French suited decks are better for timing wise. Reset. No hay de queso. Oh, and John Wick already left. Okay, I was gonna. John Wick, if you were there, if you're gonna watch this back again sometime, you were next, but you retracted your messages. So this, I'll see it. I'll hopefully next time. Oh, it's actually not redacted on my Lumia stream. You did have your question there though. His name is Yash. Wanted to know what's coming up in life and in love and career. In his life, in love, and career. Well, we have 8 minutes left. Nobody else has what's it called? Asked the question, so I'll answer it for him. Hopefully he'll watch my video back again. So John Wick, H4W8F. Hi Tramps, how's it going? Welcome in. How you doing? If you would like a reading, type in !join right there like that on your chat, and then it'll put you into the queue for a reading, a free reading. Because in this economy, free is good. Yes, just like that. And then you can ask your question. John Wick, before you wanted to know about his love, life, and career. So we'll just do his really quick. The turnaround is the Hanged Man. The Page of Hearts in reverse is the Cups. Page of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups and the Queen of Stars or Wands. But go ahead and ask your question there, Tramps. Will I be able to stay in the studio that I'm in until April? I'm hoping my friend will continue to help me. I haven't accumulated decent resources yet, and you've been trying. Okay, well, let's see what's going on with that one. Again, just take all this with a grain of salt. This one was for John Wick before you. I'm going to simple it down for him. Just take a pause when you need to. Communicate clearly and kind of take confident action in areas where you can shine. So just let your passion and then love kind of ambition guide you. Don't rush into anything emotionally or mentally. Don't rush emotionally or mentally. That's what I'm trying to say to John Wick. If he sees this. I think he took off already, but I gave him a really simple, quick reading without explaining a lot of the cards like I usually do. Alright, Kathleen, let me reset this deck. I have to reset the deck after each reading, so the energy isn't here anymore. I'm also my numerology number shuffles. So if you add all the digits to the day's date, it's going to be 8. Like 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 6 is 17. And then 1 plus 7 is 8. So that's how I get my numerology number for today. That's how many times I shuffle the deck. But to your question, will you be able to stay in the studio? Hi, Joyce. How's it going? Till April. Welcome in. Absolutely, Joyce. If you can type in exclamation join like this in the chat, you can put on the list. For Tramps Hughes. Okay. Oh, thank you for the like and subscribe. So we have the King of Trees. Trees are pentacles in this deck. The 5 of Stars in reverse. Stars are wands. So the Knight of Stars or wands in reverse. So new deck. My brain takes a second to thread all of this together. But you can ask your question there also too, Joyce. And then I'll get to you after I read this one. Here's my sticky note. So a few different major arcana changes on this deck too, so I need a little sticky note for reference. Okay. Again, yeah, Joyce, you can go ahead and ask your question. This is for Tramps. Oh, thank you for the follow. There, T Tarot. Welcome in. Thank you. Zeus, we got a follow. We get a follow. Zeus gets a cheat. Perfect. Okay, so Tramps. The King of Trees or Pentacles is about stability and security. The 5 of Stars or wands normally in reverse, just reducing the conflict or just avoiding drama. Again, this is just what the cards mean. The Knight of Stars or wands in reverse, some delays, a little slow movement. So this looks more stable than unstable. Oh, no worries, Joyce. Yeah. So for Tramps, this is their reading. It looks more stable than unstable here. The King of Trees or Pentacles is a strong yes card for security and kind of grounded footing. That 5 of Stars or wands in reverse. Some tension calming down or just like conflicts not escalating. The King of Wands, or excuse me, the Knight of Wands in reverse. There's delays or things not moving quickly, so which in this case actually works in your favor, so it's slow change. So it leans towards yes. You can likely stay through April. Again, take this all with a grain of salt, though, like things may feel a little uncertain or a little restless in the background, so just stay practical, avoid any kind of unnecessary conflict. Don't make any impulsive moves and just keep things steady and low drama. That stability should hold. Hey, there you are, Moonlit. We're waiting for you. Again, I'm only here till 9. Oh, which is actually now. So I can squeeze you two in, and after Moonlit, that's it. But Joyce, what was your question? Yes, ask your question, Moonlit. You'll be the last one to answer after Joyce over on YouTube. Joyce. You're welcome there, Tramps. What was your question there, Joyce? You just want a general reading? Mystical, your question was, will they respond to your questions and talk to you again? Okay. Okay, so it looks like you're looking for just a general reading, which I can do. That's completely fine. Again, I do my numbers, my shuffles through numerology. We add all the digits to today's date, like 2 plus 1 plus 4 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6. It'll equal to 17, and then you add 1 and 7 together, and it's 8. So that's how I come up with my shuffles for today. I used to ask everybody their birth date and then get their individual numerology number, but ooh, that was such a long process. I'm like, I'm just gonna do today's numerology number. No problem. So you got the Knight of Trees. In this deck, trees normally means pentacles. This deck has different names for it. The Sun. First time that one came up. It's nice. I usually have a thing for that. And then the Universe. The Universe in this one, it would be the World. This one's the World's reverse. Cards have meanings upright and reversed also. So you're gonna have to like read them as a storyline. At least that's how I read them, like a story. But I'll answer Joyce's here, and then I'll answer Mystical's after that, and then that's all. Hello, how's it going? Just as you're catching me at my end of the stream. I am just should close the queue, but queue closed. Okay, so for Joyce, this is what the cards mean. So the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse is about steady effort. It's also about reliability and patience. The Sun card upright is about success and like clarity, joy, positivity. Oh, hi. Hello, lurker. A follow would be greatly appreciated. And then the Universe in this deck is also the World in a normal deck. So the World reverse is about delays and like unfinished cycles, feeling incomplete. Oh, thank you for the follow. And it says first time chatter. I was like, oh, must be new. But thank you for the follows. I didn't get the notification. I know. I'm sorry. But for Joyce, right now, this energy here is about steady work and like persistence with that Knight of Trees in reverse, Pentacles normally. The Sun here kind of shows that like progress and positivity are coming. Like you have things to feel proud of. And then the World reverse, that one's saying like, while things are moving forward, some cycles aren't like fully done yet. So you may feel like there's more to tie up before total fulfillment. So it's saying just keep going steadily, celebrate those small wins, and kind of focus on completing what's in front of you. Because like the big successes are going to come like once you finish what's currently underway. Don't take on new things without finishing the old yet. That's what this little story here is saying for you. And then last but not least, Mystical Moonlit. You're welcome, Joyce. Again, I'm here normally Fridays and Saturdays, 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific time. Unless there's like a holiday during the week that I'm also off because I work a union job. This is just my days off. Oh yeah, good question. There was will they respond to your messages and talk to you again? Thank you, Joyce. Again, I'll be back next week, actually on Monday, because it's President's Day and my job has that day off. So I'll do a stream on Monday, a special stream Monday, 5 p.m. Pacific. Also to celebrate the Chinese New Year that week. Let's see what mystical. All right, mystical. The sun again. World reverse. I swear, I shuffle these things. And then the shadow, the devil in reverse. Saw me shuffle this thing 5 times and then 8 more times, and that still came out. So. At least the sun is the nice card. World reverse again. Things aren't done, and then the devil reverse here. Okay, so mystical. The sun again. Those cards are about that joy and success, openness, things like that. Positive vibes coming from this card. The world reverse, just unfinished business. Hey, princess. My my queue is closed. Actually, I forgot to completely close it. But I will be back Monday. And the devil reverse here for mystical release and detachment. So this here is leaning towards yes. The sun there kind of shows communication and that openness. The world reverse, like the situation between you isn't fully closed yet. So there's still something unfinished. With the devil reverse, or the shadow in this card reverse, someone's trying to break the old patterns or just detach from unhealthy dynamics. So it feels like they could reply, but with a different tone than before. More clarity, less intensity. So just if they do respond, just keep it light, keep it healthy. Don't fall back to those old cycles. Just let the conversation feel fresh instead of repeating anything from the past. Okay. I'm actually over by 10 minutes, but I'm only here till 9. This is my days off. Tuesday, Fridays, and Saturdays are my normal days off. And this is just what I do at the end of my day. I could be here all the time, but it's my line that I put down. And they put it in their request just before the 9 o'clock thing. So again, thank you everybody for the follows. Thank you so much. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscriptions over on YouTube. Thank you for the bits. I got a few bits tonight too. Oh, and I do have end credits. There you go. Take a second. Yes. Roll credits. There's my special shout outs. Again, I do this through Lumia Stream. So I have Lumia Stream, Streamlabs, that's dual streaming to YouTube and to Twitch. Thank you for the new followers. There's T, Tarot, Shooting for the Sun, Lilith, Uranium, Marley, Maximiliano, and Midnight Rain. Love, thank you so much to all the new followers. I'll see you guys next Monday. Next Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Till like 9. See you guys later. Hasta luego and Saichin. Bye.